So this summer I am on a mission to find my next bike. I love a Triumph. They're just, for me, the best looking bikes on the market. Now I am stuck between a Triumph Speed Twin T120 Bobber. Bobber is my dream bike. It's what I want to have, but what I need to do is have a test ride, see if it's comfy enough to purchase, and if it isn't and it doesn't feel comfortable, then T120 or Speed Twin is the way I'm going to go. So last weekend I booked in a demo ride at Triumph in West Meon, just down the road from Lumi's Cafe, so you probably know it. And I took this T120 out for a test ride, and straight away I loved it. The way it handled, the power compared to my 650 is just crazy. Obviously it would be 650, 1200, but yeah, it just felt so different. It was like going back from a 125 to a 650. There was just so much difference in the way the bikes handle with a higher engine. But the way this thing just went into corners, the way it just handled itself was ticking so many boxes. It was just such an enjoyable ride, and to be fair, I haven't really stopped thinking about the T120. Now what I need to do is book in a demo ride to try the Bobber, but unfortunately the Triumph garage in Hampshire doesn't have a demo Bobber, so I need to go to Dorset and book in with them to test ride a Bobber, because apparently they've got one. But I can test ride a Speed Twin at the Triumph in Solent, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to book in for a test ride on that, and then hopefully by the end of the summer I've got an idea of which bike I will be getting next. Personally, I would love to have a Bobber, but it all comes down to the ride. Is it an enjoyable ride? I've heard people say it is, and I've heard people say it isn't. People call it a one-trick pony because of the way it looks, and it's nothing else. But I like that style of bike. I'm not a Harley Davidson fan, but I love the look of a Harley Davidson. But a Triumph Bobber, yeah, there's just something about it. And then obviously let's go into the mods that you can do on a Bobber, the mods you can do on a T120 and the Speed Twin. It's just endless, and there's so many nice companies out there that are making accessories for these bikes that you can literally just make these bikes transform into something else and make it completely stand out. Moto Alf, he has a gorgeous T120, absolutely beautiful. I saw that the other day at Rikers. Had to make a little video and put it on YouTube just because it looked so nice. 1400, everyone knows 1400. Their bikes are absolutely phenomenal, but I don't have the money for that kind of work. So if I was to get myself a Bobber, I might be able to afford a couple of parts from Fulton. Maybe, I don't know, a t-shirt, because that's about the only thing I could afford from Fulton. Their prices are crazy, but the craftsmanship that is behind Fulton is absolutely amazing. I've been to the shop and seen it firsthand, the work being done, and it's something else. Obviously there are knockoff versions, but for me, if you're gonna buy a bobber and make it custom, the AliExpress route probably isn't the best for these kind of bikes. Yes, I did do AliExpress on the Kawasaki, but I knew it wasn't going to be my forever bike, therefore I didn't want to pay thousands of pounds for an Arrow exhaust or anything like that for a bike that I was never going to keep, and for a bike I knew I was never going to keep. So I did the AliExpress, and I did the AliExpress tail tidy again, because you know, a tail tidy, you can pick them up cheap. It doesn't even have to be AliExpress, you can pick them up cheap enough. But I've already seen with the T120, the Motone tail tidy just completely changes the back end. It makes it look so much tidier and neater. So that's the kind of things that I'll be doing. I love this brown seat on this bike. I love the tank. The tank was a really nice colour as well, the silver and the black. I actually really prefer a silver tank on the T120, whereas I think I'd have to go for a black tank on a bobber. And the orange tank on the Speed Twin looks really nice as well. But I think with the Speed Twin, I'd need one that's got the original clocks, not the new digital one. So I think I'd probably buy a few years old just to make sure that I had the analog clocks. Again, it's down to personal preference. I like the analog clocks. The T120 obviously it has the analog clocks. The bobbers do have digital clocks, but I'm happy with that. I've only ever seen bobbers with digital clocks, so it's not like I've seen it before without. But as I say, this is my test ride. I fell in love with this bike as soon as I got on it, as soon as I rode it. That day, I was actually gutted. I had to go and take it back. Next test ride video, hopefully, it's going to be on a bobber. And again, I will do a video like this, and just explaining my thoughts on the bobber. And we'll see where we're going. As I say, hopefully by the end of the summer, I'll have an idea of what I will be getting once I trade in the Kawasaki Z650 RS.